Damn, that was a badass intro, wasn't it? Well, guys, what's up? It's Lanebot, and I'm just coming to you from my new monthly episode video vlog. I don't know what the hell to call this, but I'm just answering your questions that you send me via Twitter, Facebook, or my email. And one of the questions that I got asked the most was how do I build my track list and suggestions to building track lists. I guess the way I do it is probably not the most DJ friendly, but I'll tell you exactly how I do it. The number one rule that I always follow, and this extends beyond DJing, is to know your audience. So I'm not going to show up to a place that plays mostly house and stuff and then drops some like dirty, filthy dubstep tracks. It's not going to work. I'm going to get booed, maybe not even asked back, whatever. So you want to know who you're playing for, and if you don't know the club, if you've never played there before, look them up. Do a little research. It doesn't hurt. You're not, let your fingers do the walking. Look up the place or call them, ask what type of music they normally play that night so that you don't stick out like a sore thumb, in a bad way. So that way you just know what kind of music they expect. You can kind of tailor your own musical taste and your own tracks to kind of suit that night instead of just, being so dead set on playing whatever you play. The other thing, which is really important, and it's something I take pride in, is knowing your library. I got a ton of music, as you can see here. This is just what I have loaded into my tractor. 166 gigs worth, 63 days of straight solid music. And I know most of it. I can go through almost anything here, and I can pretty much tell you what it sounds like just by reading it. Is that really something I would recommend? Probably not. I don't know, a lot of people separate their stuff in folders by like genre, tempo, textures, things like that. I just have it by artist, as you can see here. And I'll usually, if I'm stuck on finding something really fast, I'll use that and just type in the track I'm looking for. Whatever it is. What I normally do is I'll try and pick some songs, like a couple staple songs that I know for a fact I'm going to play, and then build around that. Some songs that may or may not work, but I'm just going to put them in this list. If I'm going to play for about an hour, I'm going to have a track list of about 2 hours worth of music, so I'm doubling it. Aside from that, I'm also going to go ahead and pick songs that are in similar BPM. DJ at a fashion show, if you notice, most of the BPMs here are 120, 127, 125. They're all pretty close. They're not the exact same BPM, so you don't have to be locked into something, but something similar. Like this is actually the track listing for my spring mini mix. As you can see, it's 89, 90, and a lot of these are actually songs that I pre-treated and brought back down to like certain BPMs. Like my own remix is actually 180 BPM, just brought it down to 90 so it can mix in better. So just do some prep work. Just make sure you pick some songs that are, in the same type of feel, same type of groove, and it just makes it easier for you to mix. Another thing you got to be aware of when you're picking tracks is grooves or time signatures. The main reason why that's important is just in case it doesn't work. If you have a track list that's mostly going to be 4/4, and then you have a couple tracks that are 3/4, 7/4, 9/4, whatever crazy stuff, and it's not really working on the dance floor, you want something that will allow you the opportunity to switch back. So just make sure on those specific tracks where you're switching the grooves or the time signatures that you have markers or indicators or something along the way that will allow you to go back and forth through either time signature. That way, in case it doesn't work or if they really like it, you can switch or stay without an issue. One of the main things that I can tell you that will help you get like really fluid pro sounding mixes, and I kind of hate to use that word, but it's true, is going to be mixing in key. I've heard some mixes that people have sent me and they're great ideas, just the execution is suffering from being off key. And that can kill your dance floor, believe it or not. If you're going from something that is like a G and then you just jump down to a key where it's just completely off, people are going to kind of look back at the DJ. They might keep dancing, they might not. But in order to avoid that completely, just make sure you either stay in key or you follow proper chord progressions. One thing that you'll see in Tractor, which is really awesome in my opinion, is the sort by BPM. Obviously, these are one shots, so they're like 300, but here you go. You have like Rolling Stones and things like that, and it has the BPM. The good thing is you pick a song, and then you'll be able to kind of work your set around that just by looking at other tracks that are in that section. Another good thing that Tractor has built in is the key tab over here. I'm just going to click it twice, and there we go. We have our keys on the side. So that's an F, D minor. If you're not really too keen on keys, like if you don't know what F, D, M, or any of this other stuff is, one, it's color coordinated. So it actually makes it pretty simple for you to visually see the sound, and you can kind of guess which key goes next. It's pretty much in order for you. If that still doesn't really work for you, you can just go ahead and go to your options menu, go to Analyze Options, and then you can change how it's displayed in Tractor to musical, or actually you would want to change it to open key. And this is a more intuitive approach. Okay, so that's pretty much it for my tips on how to make your track list. Number one thing is you should know your audience, know who you're going to play for, know your library. You should know the songs that are in your track list. You should also keep in mind that your track list is not your playlist. You should try and pick some songs with similar tempos, BPMs, and time signatures, and if possible, try to stay in a similar key and mix in key.